New vehicle. All right, so right here, guys, we have got 1998 Jeep Grand Cherokee with a 5.2 liter V8 inside. And I just bought this the other day for $2,000 even. It has 136,000 miles on it, and she's got some work that's got to be done. This winter, I am going to Wyoming, and I will be living up there for 3 months, working at a lodge, being a bartender, a snowmobile guide, theoretically, and whatever else they have me do up there. But in that time, I do not want to be bringing Mr. Fred up there because he will get ruined. I will be skiing and snowboarding and getting wet stuff in the back of the van the whole time if I take it up, and I don't want to do that. And I need a vehicle that can get me up there. So I went ahead and bought a 1998 Jeep Cherokee. And today this video is going to be all about fixing this bad boy up and getting it road ready. So we've got a lot to do. First of all, this was a $2,000 vehicle. So a $2,000 used vehicle from 1998 with only 136,000 miles. That's a great price for a used vehicle in this condition. So, of course, something has to be wrong with it, right? I went into buying this knowing that something would be wrong somewhere and just hoping it was something I could fix since I'm kind of a handy guy. I can fix stuff. And on the way home, I ended up getting death wobble. Now, I don't have a personal video of death wobble, but it's a huge thing in Jeeps. I'll throw up a few videos I find on YouTube about a death wobble right over this audio, but it's scary. Basically, your whole front end, if you come under here, everything starts shaking back and forth. So this tire will shift this way, and then as it shifts, then it needs to push back. So it'll push back, push this tire to the side, and it'll start shaking back and forth. So your tires are just moving fast. And while I was on the freeway, it was doing that hardcore. 3 times on the way home, scared the crap out of me, but it's fixable. It's front end problems, which is most of the work that I've done on old Fred over here. So I've actually got more work to do on him in the future, but no worries for now. Right now, it's the Jeep's turn. So in this video, like I said, we're going to take a look at basically the entire front end and rebuild it all myself. Do the transmission. We've got a pinion gasket on the front differential that I got to replace, which I'm going to be doing right now. And then we'll check these tires, clean up the inside. I'll give you a little tour here, and going to get this bad boy from looking how it is and driving how it is to being fully functional to be able to drive 9 hours to Wyoming and live in -degree weather for 3 months. At least that's the plan, the goal. And I think I might have to go on a little road trip with this bad boy before that, but that'll be another video. So stay tuned. Let's get this Jeep Grand Cherokee fixed up. So I'm going to give you a little tour real quick. Oh, not used to whole Jeep. It's actually a really clean vehicle for the most part. I mean, for being how old it is, it's in really great shape. It's dirty. I mean, the previous owner did not clean it at all. But it's an automatic. It does have 4-wheel drive, or all-time 4-wheel drive. Kind of like, how do you say it? What's it called? Like all-wheel drive, but it's for all the time. I don't know. And then you can switch it down into 4-low. So it's like all-wheel drive that you can put into 4-low. Kind of cool. I hear these transmissions go out a little bit, or transfer cases go out, so I'm a little bit worried about that, but it works good for now, so not too worried. She starts actually really well. We'll start her up real quick. Just sounds like a charm. And like I said, this is the V8 motor, 136,000 miles. There's a new stereo in here, and unfortunately the previous owner actually installed it, and he did something, crossed some wires, and now none of the speakers work, and they worked beforehand. So I've got a new new stereo, but the speaker system don't work anymore. So luckily Bronny here is an electrician, and I'll end up fixing that hopefully before Wyoming. But you can see back here, I got a nice big area. I got a spare tire I need to get a rim for. Need to put that back panel on, but other than that, I think this is all pretty good. Mostly I just need to fix the transmission gasket underneath that is leaking, and clean the motor up a little bit because it's dirty under there, and then the entire front end I gotta fix, which is gonna be a big pain in the butt because that's ball joints, upper and lower ball joints, control arms, sway bars, track bar, I mean, just all that stuff, bushings. If you come underneath here, there's just tons of stuff, and you can see my differential is leaking a ton. That's what I'm saying, I'm gonna have to replace that. So just tons of stuff under here I'm gonna have to get working on, but we'll get it. Woo! And this is definitely not going to be a one-day project by any means. This is going to be a long project because I got a lot of stuff to do. So most likely I'm going to jack up this this Jeep right now and take all the tires off, check all the brakes and everything, and just leave it here until I can actually get everything replaced and everything going on this. So yeah, it'll be quite a long project, but we'll get it going. I mean, look at this. It's a nice vehicle. The body is just in excellent shape. It's just beautiful. Other than that, though, got some work to do. Apparently, another possible problem with the Jeep or the death wobble situation could be these front tires being out of balance, unaligned, warped, whatever it could be. So I'm going to get everything under here replaced first off. And then once I have everything replaced that I've ordered, because I ordered the entire front end, it's not here yet. I only have the pinion gasket for the front differential. Theoretically, if that doesn't work, it should be the tires, and I can get the tires fixed or replaced or whatever. So we've got a plan going. I'm pretty confident I can get this vehicle back on the road ready, without me dying of death wobble or whatever. So wish me luck. Let's get started. Okie dokie. So transmission oil pan, as you can see, it is wet. Definitely going to be replaced. This is a huge oil leak I got, but apparently this is a huge expensive one to replace, so that probably won't happen, even though I'd love it to. But mostly I need to replace this today, right here. This is called the pinion seal, and as you can see, there's been years of grossness, so I'm about to pull all this out and replace it. You gotta be kidding me. Bruh. We are off to a bad start. That is interesting. Well. Okay, fellas, so basically, we're coming under here. I just replaced the pinion seal right here. I assume it's the right part, but I'm scared it's not. Either way, as you can see, kinda, I've got the new one in there. It looks brand new compared to the old one. But I guess I should warn you, for these videos, or for this video, I've got a lot of work to do on this thing, and I'm not going to go through all of it, but I'm going to give you updates and kind of show you what I'm doing. Just because there's so much, it would just take forever, and it'd be boring. So anyways, I got that pinion seal in. That was the first step. And I kind of realized that it looks like my front differential, as you can see back here, I mean, that's oil everywhere. It looks like it's leaking. So I'm going to replace the front differential and come back here and replace the back differential as well, since it's looking just about the same, leaking everywhere. So I'm going to assume, since I don't know the history of this vehicle, that neither of the oils have been ever changed, neither of them, and they're the OG ones from 136,000 miles ago. You're supposed to replace them every like 20 to 50,000 miles. So it's well overdue, I'm going to assume. And either way, I'll get it to stop leaking. Oh boy. This will be the interesting one. Oh, there we go. How's that oil look? Not delicious, but not tired. It's not the worst. I feel like that could be a lot worse looking oil from what it is, but I don't know. Maybe they've just been filling it up a lot. Who knows, dude? Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh boy. Well, there's your front differential. Interesting. All right, I got the oil drained, and here's the the cover all cleaned up. As you can see, all the oil's gone. I got all the edges cleaned, ready for gasket, and I'm going to be using, where did I put it? Oh, just gasket maker instead of actually getting a gasket, because the guy at AutoZone that I asked for the gasket didn't know which one it was. So that was the next best option. And on a YouTube video that I watched about how to do this, the dude used that stuff, so should work. And then as you can see under here, I've got the edges cleaned on this, and there's the differential right there. Yikes. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that back on there with some gasket sealer, and we're good to go. Okie dokie. As you can see, I've got that cover back on. I do not have it tightened because I put the gasket maker around it, and it needs to dry for an hour before you tighten it all the way. And then once you tighten it, you have to wait 24 hours before you put any oil in there. So that's going good. So while that one's going, I'm gonna come back here and start working on the rear differential. I'm just gonna start taking that cover off, get the oil out, do the exact same thing I just did on the front differential. Get it drained and the gasket on, and this one's looking a little more dirty. That is some old oil right there. Oh my God. That has never been changed. Ain't no way. That's gotta be the OG oil, dude. That is crazy. Look at that. That's goopy. That's nasty. Yeah, this one will take a cleaning. This one's gonna be cleaned pretty good. Oh, not ideal at all. But hey, that's why we're changing it, because it's not ideal in the first place. Whew. Okay. Front differential, got it all tightened. It's ready to go for oil tomorrow morning. Because, like I said, I had to wait 24 hours for that stuff to the gasket maker to seal or dry, whatever it is. And then back here, I've got that all put together. It's not tightened yet. I've got to wait an hour because I just finished that up. But all those are bolted in. It's all, the gasket maker is on, and it's good to go. I just got to put oil in that little hole right there tomorrow and tighten it up after an hour. But other than that, that's about all I got to do today. Once I get all my other parts, I can start on some other stuff. But for now, it's feeling good. I have a lot of faith, but I think I might have to replace the tires looking at them, because as you can see, like right here, it's kind of worn, and this tire is much more worn than this one. So you can tell. Anyways, we'll worry about that another day. It might be just getting like snow off-road-ish tires. Look a little cooler on here anyways. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice vehicle when I'm all done. I guess I better show you the engine. Nice V8 engine with oil leaks everywhere. Brand new battery. Heck yeah. Vacuums. So this is all the stuff that was from inside that. And there's chapstick, like a gajillion pens, and markers, a feather, candy, and a receipt from... More candy. Let's see here. 2005. November 7th, 2005. Dirty air filter.
So this is what I kind of want.
Oh, is it touching? Barely.
Look how dirty that is, even coming off already.
Yeah.
So do that for a few minutes and then...
Ew. Okay, the spray. Do you rub this in, or you just leave it like that?
Leave it. Let's just see how much different that is. Give it a second.
Either way, look how much better they look.
Yeah, way better.
That one kind of looks more murky than this one anyways, even after...
It's hard to see, right? Let's just do it. Yeah, yellow's gone.
Pretty. Like brand new. Alrighty, update time. We've got stuff going and it's going good, and I've actually ended up fixing more stuff than I planned on. So let me give you a little tour of what I've done so far. So, like I said, I did the front differential. I just got the fluid all changed last night. As you can see, it's looking pretty spiffy. I still have the gear oil sitting here from doing the front one. And then, like I also said, I've also done the back differential, which I just finished last night as well. There it is, all touched up and way better than it was before. Like I said, that oil had not been changed in a long time. And then I just removed the stupid ZJ sticker that was green. I hated that color. And put a rattlesnake sticker. So go check out Rattlesnake Clothing Company, my brand where I draw designs myself and put them on clothes. Go check it out. I cleaned the entirety of the interior of this. It looks a lot better. I still need to come through with a rag and wipe off all the upholstery stuff or whatever this is called. But I vacuumed all this out. As you can see, this is a 26-year-old vehicle. It's pretty dang clean. Really, really clean. And then I put the back hatch on. So when I bought it, the gentleman I bought it from, or whatever you want to call him, actually had this back panel right here not attached. And unfortunately, the lift gate, these things right there, they do not work. So if I let go, she falls pretty fast. So I actually have these ordered. These, what do you call them? Lifters. I have those two ordered. That way this will stay open better. And then I also have the lifters for this thing ordered as well. This back, whatever you want to call it. And the funny part is that I actually couldn't get this open before. There was a fuse blown that my dad found that operated this windshield wiper. This is an electronic switch. So I went to that. So this didn't open before. I was just gonna kind of give up on that, but woo! And then I got all that figured out. There was trailer lights hooked up here that were just dangling down. I went through and tried to test it. Me and my dad did, and they just didn't work. There was no electricity coming through them with the blinkers or brake lights or anything. I think there's running lights, but that's about it. So we just cut them off. If I ever need a trailer, which I don't imagine I will, other than pulling my little boat that doesn't need trailer lights in the first place, I can figure that out. But for now, we got it tucked away so it doesn't blow a fuse. Coming up here, we cleaned the headlights, as you guys seen. Look how much cleaner those look. They look new. I mean, just beautiful. Air filter, it was disgusting and black and dirty. And then I got the windshield wiper fluid. This pump right here I replaced. My dad went and got me a new pump. It was busted. There's a little filter on the inside, which you probably can't see at all because it's full of fluid now. But there's a little filter that was busted off that holds this pump together in there, so all the fluid would leak out, and the front windshield wiper and back windshield wiper couldn't get any fluid because it wouldn't hold fluid. So I replaced it, and now the front windshield wiper has like insane spray. Watch this. I'll actually show you. Okay. Watch this. Look at that. It's going all the way up and back here. Can you see that? There's spray marks all over the ground. That stuff's crazy. Oh, the other thing I did is rewired the speakers because the other guy actually put in a new stereo, which is a great JVC stereo, and then proceeded to not do it right, so it cut out all the speakers. So basically, I had a new stereo and no speakers. They wouldn't work at all. So he took it out and he just didn't hook up power to the amp. Then we got the speakers hooked up, and I would show you, but YouTube will chalk me for it, so I can't put any music on there. Each of these this is like the only really decent speaker left. The rest of them all rattle like so bad. It's ridiculous. So I ordered 4 new speakers as well. Good morning, fellas. It's the next day. I just got up and I'm coming out here to get started on taking all this apart. So basically it's time to take apart the front end and get the front end going. We're gonna take a look at it so I can remember how it looks like if I forget how to put it back together. So as of right now, we need to take apart this tie rod end, that goes up to here. And then we gotta take apart the steering dampener that goes right here and connects up right here. So there's a steering dampener. Then there's the track bar, which starts right here. That one, and goes over here to this tie rod end, which connects there. And we've got the lower ball joint and the upper ball joint. Let's see here, what else do we have? Oh, the sway bar links. So right here to here. And then we have, last but not least, the steering, or the lower control arm, which I'm also replacing. It goes from here to here. Okay. Hopefully, with that, I can memorize where everything goes. And I think I'll also be replacing the shocks as well. Oh yeah. So each one of these has been an absolute pain in the butt trying to get these out. And I just got, let's see if you can see here, right there. Bing. Heck yeah, that was a pain in the butt. I had to put a bar up through the top of the motor. That way I had an angle to be able to hit it from the top. Woo! Kaboom, dude. We just took the entire front end out, mostly, except we still have a lot of stuff. But I've got a good majority taken out, which is all this stuff. So I can't remember the names. I have a hard time remembering this stuff, but this is a steering dampener, tie rod end, something bar. This is kind of new to me because I'm used to a not solid front axle and having CV axles instead. So this is a little bit new to me, very new actually. It's a lot of it new, but when I took it to the mechanic shop, this is a steering dampener, and this is what they said is probably wrong and causing the death wobble, which from the research I did, death wobble, this is kind of like a crutch for it. It doesn't cause it or fix it, but if you have a new steering dampener, it helps it out. But most likely, the reason that this looks like the way it is, as you can see, all the oil is leaked out of this, is because the death wobbles happened and just beat it up so bad. So if I press it in, it still feels like a decent shock. It's not just loose. Like I have to tug on it to pull it back out. So it's still, I think, working. I'm pretty sure, but it's not still, I mean, look at all that oil that's leaked out. The bushings are pretty rotten. It's good to replace this one anyways. Track bar. Apparently this is the thing that causes the most problems when it comes to death wobble on the Jeep Grand Cherokee, but we'll see. It looks pretty decent on this side. Up there it looks a little funky, but you know. Okay, fellas, I am back for more pain apparently. So I just spent the last 2 days skiing. It was awesome, or not skiing, but snowboarding. And now it's back to this. So, I got my parts, they came. I got speakers, I got transmission parts, I've got the entire front end in that lower box, and it's time to do the ball joints today, I think. I've got, like in the last time I checked in, I took all this crap out. Now I've got to take apart this and get the ball joints put in, which is going to be a pain in the butt, and I'm going to have to rent tools from AutoZone to get this done, so. Wow! Okay guys, I've got this whole thing taken apart, and here are the ball joints. This is the upper ball joint, and this is the lower. And ball joints, as you can see, are not supposed to move. So this one is in great condition because, well, maybe it's too stiff, I don't know. Because I can't move it at all. Like, I can't push it. You know what, let's do a little test here. I don't know. Anyways, I don't think they're supposed to move very much. That way it keeps stiff when stuff is moving. But this one is really easy to move. Now I assume it's not supposed to be like that, and that boot is completely ripped off. So I think this one is garbage, and maybe that might be where my death wobble is coming from, because it's kind of toast. But I don't know, we'll see. There's only one way to figure out, and that's to install a new one and try it out on the freeway going 60 miles an hour and hit a pothole. And this one I just don't know about. That one doesn't budge. So there might be a reason this is all getting death wobble, but hey, we're getting one step closer. So I'm gonna take these ball joints out, put new ones in here in a minute, and then do the same thing to the other side. Oh yeah, baby, we're driving it. So I might have went a little ham in the past day and a half, and we just got the entire front end put back together. And I am on my way to go get an alignment right now. So the steering wheel is very much not straight. So alignment is needed. And another possible problem with death wobble can come from unbalanced tires. So at the same time I'm getting the alignment, I'm also getting my front, or all my tires balanced. So yeah, once I get all that done, hopefully everything should work and I shouldn't have death wobble, quote unquote. So that'll be a big test, actually, is taking this thing probably on the freeway and attempting to not have death wobble, or attempting to see if I have death wobble, seeing if I survive. The brakes are really soft right now. It's kind of stressing me out. But yeah, as you can see, it's a nice snowy day to get out here and goodness gracious. Woo! Okay, I just got it done getting a front alignment, or an alignment, and the tires balanced. And I tried to get emissions done, but I forgot that the battery has been disconnected, so it's not ready to get emissions done. So I'll have to drive about 70 to 100 miles before I can actually get emissions done again. But the alignment went well. Unfortunately, it was very expensive because of the place I went to. But we got it done, and it feels good. It feels good. I have to test it on the freeway one of these days and see if it still has death wobble or not. I pray to goodness it doesn't. But left to do on the Cherokee here, I got to put in 4 new speakers, and then also do the transmission fluid, plus a gasket, plus the spring inside the transmission, and then these 2 little modules that apparently go bad. And they're not bad yet. I just wanted to replace them as preventative maintenance because they go bad, and the transmissions and these things are apparently weak in the first place. So just preventative maintenance, and can never be a bad thing, you know. I still love you, buddy. Don't worry. Sure. How's it looking? You can see, fresh, clean front end. Oh my God. Oh, it all looks so brand new. It's so nice. Okay, I don't know if you noticed the smoke coming out of the engine when I pulled in the garage, but there's burning antifreeze on my engine right now, as you can see. Somebody, not saying who, but it might have been the owner of this garage, may have forgot to put the cap on correctly. And no big deal, but yeah, there's antifreeze burning in my engine.
We wanted to flush it out anyway.
Okay, we're in good condition. Oh, it's 11:30 at night, and we're taking the Jeep on the freeway now to test the death wobble. So, as I said earlier, we've got the front end done, the alignment taken care of, I've got the tires balanced, and I just replaced all the transmission oil, so the transmission oil should be good. I think we're ready to take it on the freeway. So it's 11:30 at night. I'm a little bit tired, but it's time to go test out the death wobble. So it's time to really lock in here, because I'm gonna be risking my life here.
Here goes nothing. I've replaced just about everything I'm pretty sure that causes death wobble. Like, this shouldn't be a problem now, in theory. And unfortunately, theory only gets you so far, and so here we are gonna test the death wobble. And I'm pretty sure, like I've mentioned in this episode so far, I need this vehicle to be able to drive 500 miles to Wyoming in the snow during the winter and back in the spring. So, okay, freeway time. Wish me luck, dude. I'm gonna put the phone down and try to survive this because I need 2 hands if I get death wobble. So, adios. Wish me luck. Okay, fellas, things are looking up quite a bit. Not certain yet, but I just drove about 30 minutes on the freeway going a consecutive 70 miles an hour, hitting bumps and jumps, and not jumps, but hitting quite a few jumps or bumps along the way, bumps. And those same type of bumps, similar, put me in death wobble going at slower speeds. So I still have to make it 30 minutes back to my house and go over those same bumps, but going the opposite direction. But I think that maybe, possibly, we might have taken care of the death wobble. I don't know. It's hard to know, you know. There's a lot that could still be wrong, and I just haven't hit the right bump yet, but we're close, I want to say. Okay, time to head back. Wish me luck. We made it back off the freeway, and we're just turning back into home right now. So we're gonna pull into the garage, and I hit a bunch more bumps on the way home, and I didn't have any problems, so that was a really great sign, you know? I dare say there's a great big possibility that the death wobble is gone. Now, it very well still could be here, but I kind of don't think it is. Let's take a look at it one more time, and we'll wrap up this video. The Jeep was in a completely different shape. It looks probably just about the same on the outside, but everything has changed. Okay, so first of all, I have done a ton of stuff to this. I just put front brakes on, front brake calipers on today. The whole entire front end, I mean, everything under here. Look at this. It's all brand new. So just all of that. Ball joints, freaking track bar, tie rod ends, tie rod bars, whatever those are called. All that is brand new. Sway bar links, sway bar bushings, lower control arms. That's probably all that. Did the entire transmission, so I replaced solenoid sensors in there, and a spring, and the filter, and the oil, and the gasket, and then I fixed the windshield wiper stuff going on in there, fixed the back stuff, fixed the stereo. I'm sure I'm forgetting more stuff. Cleaned the headlights, balanced the tires, got an alignment, just a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I've done so much to this Jeep, so it was $2,000 in the beginning, like I said, and I probably, by the time I'm all done, I still have stuff to do as well. I'm not done yet. But by the time I'm done doing everything, and this is gonna be a complete vehicle, I bet I'll be around $1,000 in parts and tools to get it done. So overall, $3,000 vehicle, a $3,000 pretty excellent condition Jeep Grand Cherokee 1998 with 136,000 miles. That's pretty sweet. 4-wheel drive. I mean, I'm happy. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and seeing the next adventure rig for the B Grace YouTube channel coming on here. Pretty cool. We'll do crazy stuff in here. The van, we'll be back in the van at some point. Next summer, I plan on traveling for 4 months straight, so there'll be a ton of van content then. But right now, it's just a weird time in life where I'm jumping between seasonal work and being at home with family and friends and figuring life out. So it's crazy. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I hope you enjoyed this video, you guys. It was a lot of work, and I'm exhausted from all of it. Time to take a break and just rest. Psych, I don't do that. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.